Tonight, all eyes are on Texas. Senator John Cornyn has served in the United States Senate for nearly a quarter of a century. A fixture of the Republican establishment, Cornyn now faces what could be the toughest primary challenge of his career. The challenger, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, a staunch MAGA ally with a loyal base, but also a long list of legal and political controversies. And with a third Republican candidate in the race, the odds are high that no one clears the 50% threshold required under Texas law, meaning a potential runoff. That scenario could leave Republicans bruised and divided heading into the general election, and Democrats believe that's where their opportunity begins. The midterms are already underway in Texas, and recent special elections are turning heads nationwide. Since November, Democrats have consistently outperformed their 2024 margins by double digits in multiple local races. In Tarrant County, a traditionally Republican stronghold, a Democratic candidate flipped a state Senate seat by a staggering 30-point swing. In suburban communities outside Houston, school board seats backed by conservative activists were defeated. Mayor's races in cities like Robstown and Leander, areas long considered safely red, have also flipped. Democrats say this isn't hype. They argue it's happening in real time. Texas Governor Greg Abbott, now seeking a fourth term, is also facing growing scrutiny. Recent polling suggests a statistical tie between Abbott and his Democratic challenger. That's a remarkable shift in a state Republicans have controlled for 3 decades. Abbott's approval numbers, some analysts say, are even weaker than former President Trump's in Texas. And in a sign of political urgency, Abbott has reportedly leaned on Trump's support to shore up conservative voters in his own primary contest, where he faces an unprecedented number of challengers. Meanwhile, the Senate primary is shaping up to be equally volatile. Ken Paxton commands strong support from the MAGA wing of the party, while Cornyn retains backing from traditional Republican power brokers. But with neither candidate guaranteed to secure 50%, a runoff could drain resources and expose party fractures. Democrats, for their part, are watching closely. 2 high-profile Democratic contenders, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett and State Representative James Talarico, are positioning themselves as formidable challengers in the general election. Party leaders argue that either could capitalize on a weakened Republican nominee. Early voting numbers are also raising eyebrows. Democratic turnout is reportedly up significantly compared to similar past races, outpacing Republican turnout growth by a wide margin. Republicans caution that special elections often bring unpredictable turnout dynamics. But Democrats counter that the scale of the swings, particularly in suburban counties, signals something deeper: voter frustration after decades of one-party rule. For years, Texas has been described as the great white whale for Democrats, always close, but never quite flipping statewide. This time, however, political strategists on both sides acknowledge that Texas may not just be competitive, it could be a bellwether. If Republicans struggle in Texas, long considered a red stronghold, it may signal broader challenges nationally. And as primary day approaches, rallies are drawing large crowds across the state. Voter engagement appears high. Enthusiasm is building. Texas may once again be the epicenter of a political narrative, but this time, the outcome could carry national implications. If Texas becomes a nail-biter, it suggests the entire country could be headed into one of the most unpredictable midterm cycles in recent history. The battle lines are drawn, the primaries are near, and the eyes of the nation are watching Texas. Stay with us.